Thank you. Congressman Tipton, do you know how many dollars of taxpayer dollars you sent in no-bid contracts to businesses owned by your family?
0.
Congressman Tipton, according to the House Disbursement Office, it's $26,223.95, and you can read a number of articles, including the Denver Post, to confirm that you have sent money there. It might make sense to get a better control of your office.
Sorry, Sal, you're wrong again.
Congressman Tipton, yes or no question. Is Michael Fortney your employee?
On my campaign.
Do you agree with his statements that you feel good about higher gas prices, higher unemployment, and higher national debt because it improves your ability to get reelected?
You know, Sal, if you'd actually been listening to my comments, I'm introducing legislation to be able to lower gas prices, to be able to stand up for the consumers, to be able to help those moms that are driving those SUVs, and make sure that we're getting lower gas prices in this country by developing jobs right here in the 3rd Congressional District.
Congressman Tipton, you confirmed that Michael Fortney is your employee on your campaign. You've been running for Congress 6 out of the last 8 years. During that time, every single person who's worked on your campaign, you have classified as a contract employee. We voted on a bill together in the legislature about misclassification. While everyone else here pays taxes on their employees, everyone else has to pay workers' comp, everyone else has to pay Social Security, payroll tax. In 6 years, over the last 8 years, raising and spending millions of dollars, you don't think you're responsible for paying those same taxes, is that correct?
Mr. Pace, when you're hiring somebody to work for you for a few months, that is contract labor. That is also the law, sir.
Congressman Tipton, when Gary Boyce helped you raise money at a high-dollar fundraiser in Denver, did you make have any discussions with him about his water project? Do you agree with his plan to dry up rural Colorado to send all the water to Denver?
If you look at my record, I've been the most vocal proponent of protecting the 3rd Congressional District's water. And if you're going to make that type of an extension, you might want to explain the $4,000 you received from Nancy Pelosi and the $158,000 you received from big union bosses.
Congressman Tipton, when you got to Congress, you put your name on the Natural Gas Act to encourage more compressed natural gas fuels. Why did you take your name off that?
We have time, thanks. Sorry. Okay, Scott, your time for the cross-examination, please.
Mr. Pace, I'll try to make it simple for you. It can just be yes or no. Would you have voted for the Keystone Pipeline?
I think the line from Oklahoma to Texas makes sense, absolutely.
Oklahoma to Texas, you don't want to complete the line?
I don't think we should be subsidizing a Canadian company.
So you oppose the Keystone Pipeline?
I think half the line makes sense, getting our product to market.
We need to be able to get those jobs right now, and they are shovel-ready with 0 tax dollars.
I support the American jobs, not the Canadian jobs.
I just got curious, because we've had several...
Let's not interrupt each other. Let's let each other finish our sentences. Go ahead, Scott.
Thanks. We've had several conversations now, and you're 40 years old?
35.
35, okay. What was the last full-time job that you had in the private sector?
Congressman Tipton, I'm a teacher.
Pretty easy.
I'm a teacher at a university.
That's full-time?
No, it's not a full-time job.
What was the last full-time job that you held? What age were you?
Congressman Tipton, Wayne Aspinall was a teacher before he ran for Congress, and he did a fine job as a congressman.
So you haven't had a full-time
Congressman Tipton,
okay,
I've been a waiter. I've been a dishwasher. I've been a waiter. I've been a dishwasher.
Gentlemen,
worked on cars, and the rest of us deserve a voice in Congress too, gentlemen. And the last job was as a waiter.
Let's give Congressman Tipton a little more time, if you would, Les, and then if you guys cannot talk over each other, it all allows us all to follow what you're asking and what you're answering. So
I think we settled he hasn't had a full-time private
It was a
sector
waiver.
job. I'm also curious, do you support a single-payer healthcare system?
Congressman Tipton, my views on healthcare is that we need to lower costs. We have to make it more
Do you
affordable,
support
more
a
accessible.
single-payer healthcare system? That's fairly
Congressman
straightforward.
Tipton,
Yes
it
or no?
doesn't.
I say no. Can you
Congressman
say-
Tipton, if we were starting from scratch, it might make sense. But right now, under the current environment, it's not going to work.
And you would not have voted to repeal the IPAP board that's going to be making medical decisions for our senior citizens?
Congressman Tipton, I wouldn't have voted 33 times to repeal Obamacare
That was included.
just to score partisan political points.
I'll tell you what, Mr. Pace, we've got a real difference. Our senior citizens are not partisan politics, they're human beings, and we need to be standing up for them. You know, we might have a real good idea, maybe, since you don't want to really answer any questions directly. Who are you going to endorse in the presidential election, Barack Obama or Mitt Romney?
Congressman Tipton, I don't think it's any secret who either one of us are voting for.
Well, I'll tell you who I'm voting for. Who are you voting for?
I think it's pretty obvious who we're both voting for. You're voting for the Republican, I'm voting for the Democrat.
You're voting for Barack Obama?
Congressman Tipton, obviously, I'm voting for the Democrat, you're voting for the Republican.
You know, it's a heck of a no when you can't even say. I'm voting for Mitt Romney. We need to get that Scott in there.